Another horror revival is among us. It's time to return to Southport. I know what you did last summer. It's time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Clep Napier from WeAreCritics.com, and today we're here to talk about, breakdown, and review the new revival of I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the original teen slasher film that came to us back in 1997, in which this film does not let you forget. Um, we're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down and give you guys a quick little review to let you know what to expect. My experience when going in to watching this revival horror film. But in good fashion, before I talk about what I thought about the film, I gotta let you guys know what's going on in the movie, of course. So, of course, I know what you did last summer. A lot of us remember this franchise coming out in the late 90s, 97, 96, just around that time when the Scream franchise was doing its thing. Other studios jumped on board of the teen Scream era, and everybody was dropping one of these movies. I mean, every poster looked the same. Some of the cast even looked the same. Some of the cast jumped from one franchise to the other, even if it was briefly just to die, and some of you real fans out there should know who I'm talking about. Yes. So this film, it follows a brand new cast, a brand new young ensemble, which stars Madeline Klein, Lola Tung, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, Chase Sue Wonders, and Tyreek Withers, who a lot of us will be seeing in the upcoming Jordan Peele film Him alongside Marlon Wayans. Now, um, it's a classic story, guys and girls. It's the same as what it was in the original. Teens have an accident, they do something and hurt an individual, and they decide to keep it amongst themselves. They make a pact, don't tell anybody what happens. A year later hits, someone someone knows exactly what they did that summer. And then they all get bumped off one by one, that kind of thing. They're all racing for their lives. And then, the rest is history. So, what did I think about I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even gonna lie. Going into this thing, I was extremely skeptical. I was never really a huge fan of this franchise. I knew about this franchise, of course, because it starred like Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Freddie Prinze Jr. was in this, Ryan Phillippe was in this. I wasn't really a big fan of the franchise only because I was a Scream head. I loved Ghostface. I thought Scream was the end all be all of teen slasher films of that time. And I felt like this was just kind of cashing in and trying to just mock the same. I mean, they were casting cast members from the same TV show that was on TV. It just felt very, very money grabby for me. I didn't hate it when I watched the original. But going into this one, I was skeptical. I was like, all right, they revived Scream. Scream's back. We're on a third go around of a franchise. And then this pops up. And they got the original gang back. Well, what was left of the original gang, anyways. They got Jennifer Love Hewitt's back. Freddie Prinze Jr. is back. And then they gave us this new ensemble of fresh kids. So you kind of go in, you're like, is it going to have the same vibe? Is it going to have the same beats? And ladies and gentlemen, I've got to be honest. This thing surprised me. Wow. Um, I Know What You Did Last Summer not only brings the thrills, it brings the chills, it brings the violence, it brings the brutality. It even manages to stay fresh in a lot of areas. Now, a lot of people might say predictable, but hear me out when I say what predictable is. Predictable is when you can watch a movie and from the jump exactly know ping 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 where it's going to go, who the villain is at the end, complete. And I would say predictable where you got to get this at least, I'll give you 15 minutes into the movie. Predictable is not going in expecting the unexpected. Predictable is not going in expecting to guess who the bad guy is or who you think it is, because fair to say, at this point in our stage in our lives and in our career, me and other colleagues, we go into these movies, we're already like, well, who do you think it is? I think it's this person. Yeah, I think it's this person. I had that experience in real time. So I can't say that the film is predictable because my first two guesses, I was wrong. And I guarantee going into this, you're not gonna know either. I'm putting money on that. Um, so yeah, the movie plays out. It is a lot of the same. They change up a few things to make it fresh as far as the overall issues that kind of set this thing off. Um, what I like about this movie is the movie overall is about. There's like an underlying message about growing apart, friendships, where they start and where they end up, and the trauma in between that you all deal with. I know, I can't believe that I'm actually picking apart a teen scream movie. Like, this literally is a lot smarter than I expected it to be. They don't just give you the slash and thrash and all that screams and things of that nature. They actually give you a little bit of meat in relation to our OG legacy characters. Um, so there was an ongoing theme that I was realizing with even with the new kids on like how where they started, and then they show how they kind of grew apart and then come back together. And then you kind of remember, you get a sense of that through the OG characters as well, because a lot of people they're in separate worlds right now. They're in different places, and they tackle that very well in this film. At the same time, still giving us an entertaining, cliche-ish teen slasher film. They let you spend a lot of time with these newbies. Um, at some points in this movie, I was thinking, is anyone gonna die? So it's yeah, it's a lot better than I expected it to be, ladies and gentlemen. I had a good time watching this film, and I think a lot of you will too, especially if you're an OG fan of this franchise. Now, I will say this: that the ending is very surprising. It's very cool, but there's nothing in this movie that kind of tops the mid-credit scene. Bravo. Bravo, Columbia Pictures. Bravo. That's all I'm going to leave you guys with. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know, how excited are you to see I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025? Do you care about this franchise? Or are you more Screamhead? Or are you both? Because I think they both shared a very unique and specific place in that genre at that era. They opened the doors for movies like Urban Legend. There were other Waxworks. What we call Waxworks one. I mean, it was kind of teenish, so to speak, but there was an era of these movies, High Tension. The teen scream era is real. If you do not know, let me know in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, how excited are you to see this movie? It comes out July 18th, so make sure you guys got your tickets and you'll check it out. Like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe. And for more movie news, television news, and pop culture, go see I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I will talk to you all later. Peace.